Alright, so update. So much for trying to bungee cord the padlock down to keep it from denting or scratching the tailgate. We have ourselves a nice little dent and scratch there. So I am attempting to do a paintless dent remover here, but I am going to have to paint this. So if I can't get this out, I'll talk to my auto body guy and see what we can do, but I don't feel like being without a tailgate for a couple months because it seems to take him a long time to get it done. So we're going to try this first and see what happens. Hey everybody, we're back. I got this kit from Rago. It is to mount an axe or shovel on your vehicle or Molle panel or wherever you're going to put it. Basically, I think they just kind of purchased these from this rubber clamp quick fist company, and then they actually fabricate these brackets so that it can be mounted. I'm going to scan this here, try and go through the instructions. They do give you some various hardware here and some root beer barrel candy, and I believe that's a mint, so that's kind of unique. So yeah, I mean, these are pretty lightweight aluminum, a little sharp around the edges, but I'm thinking I might take the Herculiner truck bed coating and spray those. Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to mount this way using the drop-in T-slot nuts into these two channels. Problem I have is the size that I have currently are slightly bigger than the opening there, so you can see I tried to thread one down through and it kind of self-threads because it's soft aluminum. So it'll just be a matter of kind of getting it right where it needs to be in the center, but I think we'll kind of mount it this way so this is out, and then should work. So yeah, I'm going to spray these pieces here so it's a little bit more durable, doesn't scratch that down there, and kind of blends in a little better with the truck. But the hardware that they give you here is this carriage bolt, which obviously drops in here like so, and then their intent is for this thing to go on the bottom, squeeze between a Molle panel. I do have a Molle panel on this side of the truck, but currently in use, so short of moving everything around, my plan is to mount it right here on this bar so the axe can sit between the kayak rack there and should be good to go. So let's get to spraying these with bed liner. Alright, so we were able to mount this one here. It was a little bit tricky because these wanted to thread through and grip kind of before they got into here, so I had a little bit of an issue trying to torque those, but we got it in there. Seems pretty secure. So now we're going to put the rest of this on. also put some bed liner on those guys there. Just think it looks better. It's gonna help it blend in a little bit more, even though the hardware here is hopefully stainless. So we'll tighten those down, and then the axe will go in there, be able to pull this down and tighten it as much as we need to. So let's get on to the second one. So in the meantime, we're here trying to put this dent out the best that we can, and it's a pretty big gouge in there. I've taken off the Billy Bar's tailgate cover in hopes that I could reach this from the inside. I can touch it with my fingers, but it's behind the gusset plate reinforcing. So my only other option is to cut a small hole and get a roller in there and a little hammer and try and push it out from the inside. So I kind of have two options here. I ordered some touch-up paint, so I'm going to see if I can get this at least looking half decent. If I can't, I think I'm going to get myself a vinyl wrap for the tailgate, maybe a topo vinyl wrap, kind of a black, gray, and red to go along with the theme of the truck. So we have options. So we're doing this while we're installing the grips over there for the axe. Multitasking. It's the only way to do it. Alright, so I think that's the finished install of those guys. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Kind of goes along with everything else. They seem to be pretty sturdy, so they're adjustable, so we'll just have to figure out how to lock down the axe once we get it on there. So we're waiting on the Fisker's X25 splitting axe to come, and give you an update when that comes. Alright, so I wanted to give you an update. We did finally get the Fisker's X25 splitting axe. Works pretty well. Used it this past weekend. These are the finished mounts that I installed in the T-slot system, and I was going to use this to try and lock it through the hole in the handle, but this could probably be cut with a pair of kitchen scissors, so we decided not to go that route, and instead got this 6-inch master lock shackle. I did have to cut back the Plastidip here on this one side, but the plan is here to drop this guy down into there. like so, and then put this lock on there like that. Strap that down. Strap that down. And I think that's going to work out pretty good. That should be a pretty good deterrent. You're going to have to work to cut through that, and it should be pretty easy to release. My only concern is potentially getting some water in that lock that may end up freezing, make it a little bit difficult in the winter if I need to get that off there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I have a torch lighter or two in the truck that I can always use to heat that up, and should be able to get it free, or use some of the ice stuff that you squirt in the lock. So that there is going to be the final mount. Hopefully that helps somebody out. And yeah, I think we're good to go.